So, good afternoon to all of you. So, yesterday we have discussed SQL special operators such as between and in and like. Today, we would like to concentrate on some more very interesting points. Those points will be so. Let us consider today what we are supposed to consider here is in SQL only. So we have several other classes are available with the select statement. That classes will be number one. The first one is where class. Already we have seen that where class, and number two, second one is group by class. So we are going to study that group by class today. We just study that one. So group by class with group by class followed by it does also have having and order by class and so today before going to take these group by classes, let us discuss something about some certain group of built-in functions. They are called as aggregate built-in functions. So without these built-in functions, you cannot say or you cannot discuss group by class. Okay, you cannot discuss the group by class here. So that's very important to discuss. So let us go ahead and have a discussion. And if things will be permitted me, then I'll go ahead with the one more extra topic, that is set operations. Set operations. So where classes already gets over. We have seen what exactly the where class will be and how the where class is going to be gets operated. Yes, we have gone through everything in the previous class. And what are the operators we have with us, and those operators also seen. So they are also seen in the previous class. Okay, let us go ahead with one set of aggregate built-in functions. So of course, I will discuss remaining things also. It's very important to know, very important to understand this particular aggregate built-in functions. Without aggregate built-in functions, you cannot explain what is a group by class. Okay, let us have a look and let us discuss these aggregate functions here. Okay. So here aggregation in the sense by taking several number of inputs and can be produced only one output. Aggregation in the sense these kind of functions will be taken. So few inputs will be taken and produces single output. That is the specialty. Single output. Inputs might be not exactly one, more than one input will be taken and this can be produced. So single output. And one more feature of this particular thing is these functions are supposed to be operate on general tables or user-defined tables. User-defined tables. User-defined tables in the sense we have been defined or we have been created some kind of tables. So EMP and then employee, student exam, student data, something like that we have created. So based on that, all these things, these functions are being worked on. Then what are the functions which are there with us? So we have totally 5 functions are available with us. Function number 1, so SUM, sum of. Function number 2, so average of. And then function number 3, so minimum of. And then function number 4, maximum of. And then function number 5, count of. For maximum. And last one is count. Fifth one is count. So these are the functions which are available with us. All these functions are supposed to take few number of inputs, and can be produced as single output from the particular table. Let us examine how these things could be. Individually, let us examine how these things could be gets operated in SQL. Let us examine. Okay. AMR class. Okay, it's been collected. Then so set lines 300. Line size is 300. Set pages, that is 50. Then I have to execute, select everything from the EMP. Look at this. This is the data which does have with me. So here I'd like to identify few things here. So let me write some one or two queries for you. Then you could understand. So what is the total salary? I mean total salary bill, pay bill of entire organization. Okay, display the pay bill of, otherwise the total salary is being paid by the entire organization. How much salary so has been taken by all employees. For this, let me take it as select. So SUM of SAL, sum of salary from EMP. Look at this. How many number of rows are there here? Totally we have 14 rows. Then it has been taken these 14 rows information. I mean salary 14 rows information can be taken and can be print you and can be gives you single output. Look at this. 29,025 rupees. If you add each and everything of a salary, then you could get 29,025 rupees as so total sum of salary here. Okay. And then what is the minimum salary? I'm talking about what is the minimum salary. So obviously you could get operated something like this, MIN, minimum of. What is the maximum salary? So you may be gets operated maximum salary. Okay. And then what is, how many number of employees are working here? How many people are working here? Number of employees who are working here. So select count of, let me say EMP employee number. Okay. If a number of employee numbers, so look at this. If you count all these values, then you could get number of employees here. If you count e-names, then you could get that number of employees here. Okay. So look at this. Then it could be gives you totally 14 people. So if you observe everything, okay, what is the average salary which is being paid by the organization? One more thing has been missed out here. Average salary, AVG. So AVG of salary, 2,073 rupees 21 paisa. Averagely for all employees, this has been paid here. So if you observe this one, so either it is sum of salary or minimum of salary or maximum of salary or count of the people or average of salary. If you consider any one of these, this has been taken huge number of values as input and can be produced single output. I hope that you understand what I am giving you. So it has been taken many number of values as input and can be produced single output, single value as output. So within this particular regard, we have identified. So observe all these queries. So this can be given. So what is the sum of salary of a whole organization? This value is whole organization. In that organization, what is the minimum salary? In that organization, what is the maximum salary? In that organization, how many people are working? In that organization, what is the average salary to be paid for all employees? Everything we are talking organizationally. Everything we have, we had a talk on organizationally. Now, listen very carefully. My question is, let me move towards backside. So employee table. My question is, so here several number of departments are there, 10, 20, and 30, and several designations also be there here. So clerk, salesperson, manager, president, analyst, something like that. I'd like to identify So what is the minimum salary paid in department number 20? I'm not talking about entire organization. In department number, what is the minimum salary? In department number, let me say in department number 20, what is the minimum salary? In department number 30, what is the minimum salary? Something like that I would like to identify. Okay. So look at this. That's pretty much easy. That's pretty much easy. So minimum of salary of EMP. So where so DEPT NGO is equal to 20. It could be pretty much straightforward. Pretty much straightforward. So if you add, so this particular department number 20, then you could get a proper answer. Okay. But the question is, if this particular question, this particular query is not visible to the user, it is in hide mode, and then he would get this minimum salary of 800. Okay. To which department it is? We don't know. Okay, further, would like to go ahead and select one more column before this minimum salary. So that is DEPT NGO. If I would select DEPT NGO before minimum salary, then we'll thinking that yes, here it is 20, department number 20 followed by minimum salary is 800 will be gets displayed. But this query has some error. This query has some error. Look at this. What is the error? How many times the department number 20 is there? Let me eliminate the minimum salary from this particular query. So how many times the department number 20 will be there? So totally 5 times. Okay. So first value, second value, third value, fourth value, fifth 5 values. So finally, department number has been produced to 5 different types of values, whereas minimum salary will be produced to only single value. Will it be coordinated or will it be correlated? No. Will it be correlated? No. Answer could not be given in a proper way. So department number has been produced more than one value. So minimum of a salary has been produced only single value. So look at this, not a single group function, not a single group function. Look at this. This particular department number will be produced 5 values, whereas minimum salary has been produced single value. So these two could not be. So these two could not be correlated. So 5 times 800, 800, 800 cannot be displayed by minimum salary. This aggregate function. When such kind of situations are there, then the aggregate clause, the clause is group by. Group by can be used. So look at this, how this could be used. So instead of where clause, if I would specify group by DEPT and go. If I would specify something like this, so how many times it has been displayed? 20 times. 5 times. 5 times. What are the values here? Everything is 20 only. Everything is 20 only. So instead of displaying 5 times, you could group into single value. You just group into single value. Look at this. Oh, look at this particular thing. So 20 has 800 and 30 has 950 and 10 has 1300. But our question is not satisfied. Our question is the required output is not supposed to be taken here. What is our required output? For only department number 20. For only department number 20. So we'll see in subqueries. That question will be answered in subqueries. Okay. So here you could consider in such a way. Okay. Now, what exactly you are supposed to remember while applying this group by this class? While applying this group by class, what exactly you are supposed to remember? You must remember one thing here. So, when you have to operate a group by class, you must remember. So one thing here, in presence of group by, so in presence of group by, where class cannot be appeared. Okay, in presence of a group by, where class cannot be gets appeared. That's what you need to. So that's what you need to remember here. It's very important point to be remembered. So if you want to really operate a group by class, then where by clause is strictly prohibited. It is not supposed to come. Whereas if you want to apply where clause, group by clause is strictly prohibited. It is not supposed to come. Please remember. So underline this word. Where clause can be used by you in selection, group by clause will be strictly prohibited. That is not supposed to come. Where group by clause is being operated by you, the where clause is strictly prohibited. Either of only one clause can be gets operated, not both. Not both. So that is the specific problem when group by and where will be gets used. That is the specific problem with group by and where clauses here. So therefore, so here you never ever operate where clause when group by clause will be presented. When group by clause will be there, so sorry, where clause will be there, group by is never gets appeared here. Okay, those two clauses are not supposed to vice versa. They are not supposed to apply in a same row. So that is what you need to remember here. That is very important point to be remembered. Then followed by in group by class, so we have been operated some aggregate function here. In addition to or besides to aggregate function, is there any ordinary column which we have to select? Ordinary column in the sense the column which is not participating with group by aggregate functions, participating within aggregate functions. Such kind of columns are there. So those column set must be here. Let me copy this one for a while. Then let me copy everything to MS Paint. Then you could understand very easily. Let's taken the printer screen. Let me open MS Paint here. Look at this. Look at this. If you take this kind of activity, so you please observe this one here. You please observe this one here. So this is salary has been so taken with aggregate functions, AGG functions. Okay, aggregate functions. So when any column is being gets operated in aggregate functions, so then there is a possibility to use group by. There is a possibility to use group by. When such case will be there, so besides to aggregate functions, it is having some kind of chance to use ordinary columns, ordinary attributes, something like this. If ordinary columns will be there, something like this, these columns must be as group by class values. Group by class values. Okay, in group by, the column which is not being participated in aggregate functions, that must be group by class. So it must be remembered by you and our forever. For example, if you are supposed to select something like this, so DEPT NO followed by comma salary, sorry, not salary actually, designation, that is job, so comma maximum of salary, for example, maximum of salary, so from EMP. If you are supposed to use something like this, two more columns have been used within the selection, then these two columns must be, so as it is ordered with the group by class. Here also, so department number and job will be used in group by class if you are supposed to take this is the selection. Okay, so let me operate this one here. Let me operate this one here for a while, then you could understand very easily. So for example, department number followed by job type, so comma, minimum of salary, otherwise maximum of salary, however, whatever it may be, maximum of salary from EMP. Then if you are forget to give job here, then it will be gives you some error. Then immediately you have to adjust that comma, so job also. Okay, look at this 20th department. So having clerk 1100, that is the minimum. 30th department salesman 1600, that is minimum. So 20th department manager 2975, that is minimum. maximum, and so on and so forth. Everything has been clearly displayed. Okay, so non-selection issues, where exactly the non-selection issues are there, or non-aggregate functions issues are there, columns are there. These columns must be the group by class values. Okay, without giving those things, then group by class cannot be gives you in a proper way. Okay. Now, one more question. One more question I have to ask. So here, total number of employees are selected. So count star. So from EMP, group by department number. Let me take DEPT and O also. Department number, comma, count star from EMP, or count employee number. You can take anything here. There is no problem at all. Employee number from EMP, group by, so DEPT and O. DEPT and O. This is the information. Now, let me put one particular filter condition. That is one particular criteria. What is my criteria here is the department, which department is having more than or greater than or equal to 5 students or 5 employees, display them. Below 5, don't display them. I hope that you understand. So more than 5 employees are there within the department. Yes, you can display those departments only. Below 5 employees are there. For example, if you look into this matter, so then 10 department number 10 does have only 3 employees. Don't display this particular data. Display only these 2 rows of data. Then just before we have given one clear instruction that when the group by will be there with you, then where class cannot be used, where class is strictly prohibited, or where class will be there with you, group by class is strictly prohibited. We have given such kind of statement here. Then how could you satisfy this particular question? The question is, if department, the departments which is having more than or greater than or equal to 5 employees, then that particular data can be displayed. Don't display other data. So if such kind of case, then how could you go ahead here in the sense? So let us take the example here. So group by department number, where if you use something like this, so count of EMP NO. Actually, this is wrong. What I'm trying to say, that is wrong. Greater than or equal to 5. If I would operate something like this, command is not ended properly. Okay. So in presence of group by, where class must not be there. In presence of where class, group by must not be there. Then how could you satisfy this particular kind of thing? Then how could you say here in the sense, there is one class having, H-A-V-I-N-G, having, okay, after grouping everything, having. So what is that particular having you are expected? Count of number of employees within the department is more than, greater than or equal to 5. Look at this. Okay. If you want to apply filter condition within group, wanted to apply filter condition within the group, you must use having. Please remember this one here. Okay, where class cannot be used. Having can be used to filter the data in presence of group by. So you have to remember everything. Okay. So kindly go through this particular video one more time. So for a better understanding purpose. So let me go ahead with that is what about the group by with the aggregate functions. Then order by. Order by in the sense, always it is going to sort the given list of, given tables information based on one particular column. Okay, based on one particular column, it is going to sort. Based on one particular column. Look at this. One condition is there while we have to operate order by. So that is order by clause will be used to sort. So based on one or more columns. More columns values. Based on this, it could be get sorted. But one restriction is there here. What is that restriction? restriction is, so order by clause must be, order by clause must be the last clause of the query. So before any other kind of thing, if you are supposed to operate this one, it won't allow you. It won't allow you. It must be the last and final clause of that particular query. Before that, if you operate, it should not be taken into consideration. Let us go ahead and see. Okay. So before going to take everything, let me select everything from EMP. This is the total employee details. And you could observe employee name, it has been displayed in disorder, random order. Let me make them into in a particular order, that is so ascending order. Okay. So select everything from EMP. So followed by order by e-name. If you operate something like this, then you can see Adams, Allen, Blake, Ford, and so on and so forth. It is in proper order. So by default, it has been order by can be taken ascending order. If you want to display in descending order, so followed by order by, so column name followed by DESC. Descending could be taken DESC. You can see Ward, Tuner, Smith, Scott, and all those ABC will be taken in such a form. Okay. In this way, order by clause can be used. So look at this. If I would use this particular query, where is that? Yeah, department number, job, and maximum salary. You can see if this particular query can be displayed. Then here you could not understand where department number 10, where department number 20. You could not understand in proper way. So if you want to display such kind of thing, order by DEPT and go. Okay, look at this. Department number 10 followed by department number 20 followed by department number 30. In a particular order, in sorted order, the data can be displayed. Okay, if I would operate same kind of query, something like this. So let me eliminate this one from here and put semicolon. If I would operate something like this, let me say order by, so DEPT and go, then DEPT and go, then followed by group by. If I would operate something like this, so it would not so give you proper response. It would not give you the proper response here. So please remember this particular point. Order by must be always the last and final clause. Last and final clause of the select query. It must be remembered by you. It must be always keep in our mind while we have to operate order by. And there is a specialty of order by. So let me explain what is that specialty. So what is that specialty here? So select everything from EMP. So look at this salary. I have given some kind of a hike to the people. 10% of salary hike has been given for this all these people. Then you have to write some expression. What is that expression here? So let's select employee EMP NO employee number, then followed by employee number, followed by e-name, followed by salary, actual salary this is, and increment salary will be salary, so salary into 0.1, that is 10% from so EMP. If I would take something like this, so look at this, we have a proper column name, we have a proper column name, and we are also have a proper column name for these first rows, first three columns. But it is not actually available with the database. Within the table, you could not find SCIL into 0.1. But I wanted to sort based on such kind of columns, the expression kind of columns. Then how could you do? So how could you do in the sense? So in which position this could be existed? First column, second column, third column. In the fourth position, it is being existed. So therefore, select. So let me operate this one. Select employee number, employee name, salary into 0.1 from EMP. Order by. What is the column position? 4. You have to give 4. Fourth column, where exactly the fourth column will be? Based on that particular column, yes, it is being gets ordered or sorted. Okay. So this is the specialty. So remaining all clauses must be taken column names, where order by clause can be taken either column name or column existence position. column name or column existence position. Okay. Now, okay, these are the different aspects of this order by class and group by class and where class. Where class already completed. Now we'll come across with set operations. What is the importance of set operations? PRATIONS. Set operations. So normally in let me go ahead with the by taking this particular example here. That is, so set operations will be, so if we take this is one particular set and this is another set, for example. Okay, this is another set, for example. So if you want to operate, if you want to get the information from these two sets, we maybe gets operate these operations. Number one operation will be set union. So number two operation will be set intersection. Okay, intersection. So set minus and minus 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 and set inversion. As for mathematics, all these operations are supposed to be gets operated. But in Oracle, that is a SQL, you could able to operate set union. First operation is union. Then followed by second operation is intersection. Third operation is minus. These are the three. One more operation is there in terms of union. So union is normally eliminates the duplicates. So if you want to display the duplicates also, then union all. You must take union all. If you take union all, obviously it could be display the duplicates also. Okay. So if you want to operate this, then how could you do? So already we have taken some information from your previous, primary classes. That is, if you want to operate the set operations, you must have two sets. With a single set, you cannot operate set operations. Two sets must be taken. So look at this. If I would operate this particular thing, so union, this particular thing in the sense, obviously, so you could get one moment, please. Yeah, I have been selected with the transparent selection. Okay, you can see like this. Things will be like this. Whole elements within these two sets will be the output. That is union. And if you want to get only intersection, the elements which are available here, that could be intersection. For example, this set will be A and this set will be B. So A minus B in the sense that unique values which are available with set A will be A minus B. How? Unique values in the sense the elements which are available only at this place. So only at this place without intersection, only at this place, what are the elements you have with you? They will be called as unique elements. And B minus A in the sense the elements which are available with this particular place except all these, that is called as that would be called as B minus A. A minus B cannot be equal to B minus A as far as set operations are concerned. And A union B is equal to B union A, that is commutative. And A intersection B is equal to B intersection A, that's also be commutative. But A minus B cannot be so equal to B minus A, that is not commutative. That's what you need to remember here. So finally, what I'd like to consider here, if you want to operate set operations, you need to have two different types of sets with you. Let me operate the first set. So look at this, this particular table. That is why I'm selecting this particular table to explain everything here, EMP. So EMP, it has been given in a proper way. Look at this, department number 20, department number 30, department number 10. Three departments are there. Let me consider each and everything is one particular set. So display common jobs in department number 20 and 30, for example. So select job type from EMP where DEPTNO is equal to 20. If I would display something like this, these are the job types. And the department number 30 in the sense, if you put something like this, this is department number 30. So this is one particular set based on 20. This is another set based on 30. If I would operate intersection between these two, then I could get common jobs. Okay, department number 20. So union. Oh, sorry, intersection. Intersect. So department number 30. Okay. If I would operate something like this, common jobs in between these two will be clerk and manager. Only two. Remaining everything. So here manager is, analyst is there, but analyst is not available here. Okay, clerk is available and manager is available. Here also clerk is available, manager is available. So now let me operate. What is unique job type in department number 20 with 30? Okay, so let me consider department number 20. So minus, unique in the sense minus. Then go ahead with the department number 30. Okay. So unique job is analyst. Analyst is the unique job type. And unique job type for 30, so could be seems like this. Department number 30 minus, so department number 20. Okay. That is salesman. That is, salesman is unique job when compared to 20 to 30. Okay. So in this way, this could be gets operated. Okay. So this could be gets operated. What are the different job types in 20 and 30? Different job types in the sense of 20 union. So 30. Department number is 30. These are different department types. Analyst is one, clerk is one, manager is one, and salesman. If you want to display complete information, you could place. So here something like this: union followed by all, then department number 30. If you take something like this, everything, all duplicates will be gets displayed. Okay. So go through this particular video one more time for a better understanding purpose. Even then you have any questions, then you will please post your queries through Google Classroom. Wait for a while. I would like to take the attendance at this moment. Google Classroom, and